Hello and welcome to the 28-day challenge. First put together in response to lockdown 2 in the UK. And mainly thanks to a personal trainer down and gym owner down in Worthing called Dan Aguilera. Now you'll see that there's a PDF to actually download the lockdown challenge PDF, and that's actually still got Dan's contact details and things in there. So if you are in the Worthing area, then definitely look him up. And yeah, he put together lots of what's in here. I've made some tweaks to it as well, and you'll see in his book his original core 4 ideas, and I've just made some little tweaks just to make them, well, basically upgrade them just a little bit and to fall in more in line with what I teach. So the core 4. So hydration, first of all, okay. Oh, I should just say one other thing about the 28-day challenge. I'm going to put together a series of emails that are going to link with all the sort of bits and pieces that are down below here as well. I may add in some extra bits down below as we go along. I may put some extra stuff in the emails, and then so if you're actually getting into this now and looking at everything right away, as the days go on, you may notice that there are some changes when you come back to it. So hydration, first of all, Dan is really big on getting everyone to drink at least 2.5 litres of water every day. Now, water is, of course, absolutely needed for all of our cells and all of our bodily reactions to happen. If we don't get enough water in, we can't flush things out. And if we don't drink enough water, our system, and if we can't get rid of enough toxins, our body actually swells up with water. And also, proper hydration is about actually sucking moisture inside of our cells and keeping it also in maybe our bloodstream as well. So proper hydration isn't just about water. It's about actually having other nutrients in your body as well. So if you are drinking, 2.5 litres of water or other good healthy liquids, whether you're having the Dynamic Greens drink, for instance, or if you're following my ideas, which will be down below about Hydration 101, but if you find you're constantly thirsty, it probably means there's something else going on. And if you're drinking 3 or 4 litres of water, and if you find that you have to constantly drink water all day long between meals, etc., it means there's something going on. Okay, so contact me and contact your GP maybe as well, and we can sort it out. So hydration, very good. Another thing which leads into it is get your goodness. And again, Dan and I are very similar in our approach here. Lots of places like to restrict what you eat, but actually I find that most people, the problem is they're not having enough variety. Okay, so they are having too much of the wrong thing, but they're not actually getting enough variety of all the right things. And here are the top things that I recommend that most people don't have enough of. Most people don't actually have enough, I know this is a bit of a supplement, omega-3 fats. They don't have enough good fats in their diet. Okay, I've tested a number of people and I've yet to find anyone that's got enough omega-3s in their diet. So you want to be eating lots of things like small fish. Okay, not big fish, small fish that aren't farmed, they're wild fish. They're going to be less likely to be polluted as well. And I do recommend people take an omega-3 supplement as well. Now, if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, there are other options, but there are some oils that I recommend for if you're already eating fish, then still actually take fish oils as well, basically. And if you're a vegan, there are alternatives altogether. But omega-3s. The other thing is a lot of people aren't eating anywhere, well, most people aren't eating anywhere enough lean protein. And so this can be in the form of fish and eggs and tofu and chicken and turkey. And yes, it can be lean beef, lean grass-fed beef, because grass-fed beef actually contains omega-3s, for instance. But most people aren't eating enough protein, and you need protein not just for muscle, but you need protein to make your brain work properly as well. Very, very, very important. And to make various hormones and other chemicals in your body. And so weigh yourself, okay, figure out how much you weigh in kilograms, okay, pounds, and then that actually converts to about how many grams of protein you want to eat per day. Is that right, about a gram for every pound Oh, no, so yeah, no, it's a gram for every kilo, isn't it? Yes. So, sorry, it is kilograms. Sorry, so work out how much you weigh in kilograms, okay? And then actually do use grams. You need about a gram per kilo that you weigh to maintain your muscle mass. But most people actually need more like 1.5 or 2 grams if they actually want to build muscle and also lose fat. So work out how much you are in kilograms. And basically then have that many grams at least per day. So you could actually fortify it with protein powders as well. So some omega-3, some proteins, but the other thing is plant variety, okay? And this is huge, plant variety. I will link to some other videos. I shall put those in here as well. Plant variety is absolutely a must as well. So one of the things over the challenge is I'd love to see you sort of using more herbs and spices, different vegetables, eating different fruits, different berries, different nuts and seeds. See how many different things you can get in on a regular basis and sort of make posts in the health lab about a different fruit or a different recipe that you've tried with different spices and flavors and see what's out there, okay? So omega-3s, proteins and plant variety. Okay, and then of course move more. Now down below there's a number of different workout plans, there's some videos as well. I'll probably add a few more bits and pieces myself in there as well. And the daily mobilizations, if you find that you can't do all of the stuff in the daily mobilizations, then well, if you're a patient of mine, contact me and we'll give you something more personalized, but just do the movements you can. So in fact, I'll probably do a separate video about this to explain this. So try and get moving, okay, as much as you can. Try and find extra ways to maybe go up and down the stairs more, walk a little bit more often, get up from your desk, have micro breaks, set a timer to remind yourself, but try and get in 3 to 4 workouts a week. Now, if you've been doing no workouts, a workout could just be as simply as the daily mobilizations, okay, at first. And then maybe by the end, that could actually be 3 or 4 actual workouts. So if you're in doubt, just reach out. And then finally, sleep more as well. Really, you'll try and get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Sleep is when we repair ourselves. Okay, that's when the proteins and everything go to work building your muscles. So if you're not sleeping enough, you can't repair enough, your brain starts clogging up with things as well. It doesn't work properly. So sleep is absolutely critical. Now, over the next 28 days, the idea isn't necessarily it's not about being perfect. And this, again, Dan said this in his original video. It's not about perfection, it's about progression. Ideally, you want to be better at the end of the 28 days than you were at the beginning. So it can be good you may want to weigh yourself. You may want to sort of measure inches around your biceps, your chest, your thighs, your hips, your calves, and just sort of measure everything and then measure at the end. Because again, if you start exercising, but you're eating lots of healthy foods and you're having more protein, you may find that you don't necessarily lose weight, but you lose inches and you look better at the end and you feel better. Talking about feeling better, one of the other things, there's a food diary. Simple, it's just a simple chart. And Dan's put a place for breakfast, then a snack, lunch, snack, dinner, drinks, other things. So in the snacks, if you're putting down, ideally I want people just to eat 3 times a day. I don't want people to have snacks. If you're having to have snacks, it usually means there's a problem with blood sugar, in which case contact me. We can sort that out. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, and at the end, have you exercised? And then there's mood. And so there's actually a chart, and just chart it for 7 days, fill it in and send it to me, okay? And we'll have a look at what you're eating, or I'll have a look at what you're eating, what you're doing, and maybe give you a few pointers as well. Okay, so thank you very much for watching the introduction. Any questions, email me, post them in the group, etc., etc. And good luck. And yeah, I'm going to be joining you, of course, through it, doing the stuff that's actually in there. Be well.